Welcome to the Beach House with Mo and Steph. Come on in, pour yourself a drink, and join us out on the deck as we inspire, encourage, and empower one another to live authentic, audacious, above only lives. It's all right here at the Beach House. Welcome to the Beach House with Mo and Steph.
We finally made it.
What did you say?
We have been 45 minutes trying to get this stupid thing to work.
Okay, yeah, I wasn't going to say that, but
No, I fell down. Wait,
we spent
I'm still here. Hold on.
45 minutes trying to figure out why my sound was not working. And you know what? We still didn't figure it out.
I know. So we went to phone now.
Yeah, so
Okay.
we're on the phone. Hopefully all is well. You know what? It is what it is. What are you going to do?
I don't know, but if this keeps falling, I'm gonna have to get a rubber band. Anybody got some MacGyver tape? Hey, anybody can do a podcast.
Anyone can do a podcast.
Yes, indeedy.
What's important is what the heck you're talking about.
Is okay, so like I have this little it's like a little phone stand and you put your little phone on it. It's like a little thingy. And so I put it on and then it just fell off. So as you were talking, that's why I said anybody can do a podcast. And you look like this. Yay!
Literally. You know what?
Anxiety.
I don't even want to be those people who are all professional with their little mics and everything all set up. Who needs that?
Who needs that?
Real. We are real.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. All right.
This is what makes it authentic.
Yes, all kinds. Yes.
And you know what? You know what? It ties into today's show because we're talking about being free. Free, baby.
Yes. Freedom.
What are we free from? We are free from thinking what people care. You know what?
Right? We are free from caring that we don't know what the hell we're doing. My mascara is ready in my eyeball.
Exactly. We have no clue what we're doing, but here we are still here. So let that be a lesson to everybody. You don't have to know nothing. Just show up.
Just show up. Hi, Steph.
Hello.
Wait, my eyeball.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
We're here and we are ready to bring a professional show to you. So yeah, anyway. We're talking about freedom today and the benefits of living a free life. You know, so many of us, we are just weighted down with so much junk. Ugh.
Right?
It is a lot.
Figure out why you're so heavy.
Why you're so heavy, why you're so stressed, why you're so depressed. It's because you got all this dang junk hanging on your head. And so, you know, we're going to talk about getting rid of that today. So, first off, I hear a lot of, I'm going to say mature people.
Is that what you're going to call it?
Matured, because they're not always maturer. So we're going to say matured people saying, you know, how free they are because they don't care about nothing. Right. And, you know, what that can equal to is that they don't care about nothing, nobody.
They're, I don't know how to say the word, cantankerous.
They're cantankerous.
Cantankerous.
They got a spirit of rude on them is what they got. That is not freedom. It is a spirit of rude. And you know what? You want to find the spirit of rude? Go stand in a pharmacy line.
Oh, snap. Is it bad?
It is bad. It is so bad. You have these people up there and they are just so rude and so
oh, dang. Okay.
Trying to get their medication.
Why were you in that line?
Well, my daughter works in the pharmacy, so
Oh,
I get stuff.
you get stuff?
I get stuff on
Oh, you get.
how people be acting. They be acting up.
Oh, well, dang. Okay, I didn't even know that part, but yeah, that.
I mean, you see it everywhere, but you can really see it in a pharmacy line because
Oh,
there's a lot of matured people in those lines. And so they just talk to you however they want because they don't have a care in the world. I don't care about nothing.
yeah. It's sad because that's the part of life where your wisdom is supposed to kick in, and it's almost like they're already dead.
Yeah,
Because you're not putting anything back in.
no,
You're just empty.
nothing.
You're just empty
You're just
air.
you're
You
just
know.
you're just clouding the air. You're
Yeah.
filling it with all this muck
Yeah. Yeah. It doesn't.
while
You're
you're
not helping.
while you're while you're giving people a piece of your mind, thinking that you're free. No, no, you're
No.
just rude. You're just flat out rude. You don't have to be.
No.
You
No.
don't have to be.
I don't
So
understand that. It's like all this. It's kind of like Medea, right?
yeah.
And the brother, or whatever. What's the brother's name? I don't know.
I don't know. What's his name? Is it Joe? I don't
I
know.
think it's Joe or something. And
I don't
it's,
watch a whole lot of
how
Medea,
do
but
you live like that?
you're
Like,
just nasty to
I
each
mean, I
other.
know life gets hard and stuff like that, but it's like I don't think they realize that they're reaping what they sow. It's
Yeah.
like, well, everything that you're putting out,
That's
you're
what you're
bringing it back
getting back.
into you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is why you have more sickness, more disease, more anxiety, more all this stuff, because that's the seed that you sowed.
Yeah. Wow. One good thing about it though is that you're the only one that can fix it.
Yeah.
Like
And you will.
your doctor can't fix that. Your doctor
Mhm.
cannot fix your energy level.
No.
The energy that you put out is what's coming back. And so it's like if you are putting out seeds out of your mouth, that because the Lord says what you reap what you sow. So when those
Mhm.
seeds, those words come out into that ground, it has to harvest.
Yeah. It's going to come back.
It has to.
It's going somewhere.
Yeah. And you're like, dude, you spoke this into existence. Like you lived it. Like this is what you said your life was going to be. And it's here now. And you're upset, but
This is what you
that was on your vision board. I mean,
this is what you planted, man. You can't get upset with that.
yeah, it's like you can't, so like the only one that can change it is you. And that's your outview, your mindset.
Hmm.
And that's huge. The mindset and just like cleaning your lenses, dude. Just like you got to
How
put
you
some
thinking?
Dawn liquid on that suckers.
Some Dawn liquid for days, for days. But
No.
thankfully, that is not the freedom that we are talking about. We are talking about walking in true freedom and what that looks like. And so, true freedom comes from knowing who you are and what you have through the Word of God. Plain
Yeah,
and simple. Plain and
yeah.
simple.
And what you're
And
here
when,
for.
yeah, your purpose, your destiny, what it is you're put here to do. You're here to be a light, for one. You're here to be a light in this world. And so when you can walk in that place, in that state, then you can step into true freedom. And
Yeah.
so we're going to talk about 5 things that true freedom provides and gives the benefit of. And the number one thing that it provides is peace.
Yes. Yes.
Peace
Holy
is a
moly.
beautiful, peace is such a beautiful thing.
Because peace is the Lord. So it
Yeah,
it comes from him.
it does. And it's like when you're walking in that place of peace, there's just such an ease to life. It's not heavy. It's not hard.
Hmm.
It's just there's an ease to it. I mean, currently, right now, we're going through all these fires and things that are going on in California, all this devastation. We got
Dude.
snowstorms and blizzards going on in the other part of the nation. I mean,
Hmm.
there's a lot happening right now. And when you're in that place of freedom, although it's going on all around you, you still have this place of peace that you can sit in and you can pray for everything going on around you, but
Hmm.
not let it get on you.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that's big. And
You know what? Oh, keep going. Sorry.
I think that's the main benefit of peace is stuff can be going on all around you, but it doesn't get in you.
Yeah. It was weird. Yesterday I went to was it Burlington Coat Factory, right? Because I had to get like a the little mat that's in the bathroom.
Hmm.
So it's time for a new one or whatever. And so you know me, I haven't been in the stores in like 500 years. And so I walk in there and it's packed, Steph. It's packed. And I'm watching the people and no one gives eye contact.
Mm.
There's no eye contact. It's literally like I'm in a movie where people are just walking around and they have
The
no,
zombie apocalypse.
yeah. It was like they had no clue that there's other people in your environment or anything like that. And I'm like, man, the misery is amazing. And I'm walking, I'm like, dude, I'm like, Lord, I have so much peace in my heart for my future and what's like happening right now. Cause like I said, like you said, I'm in California and like the world around me is burning down, And I just feel the Lord telling me it's gonna be okay. Just breathe. Cause I'm like at a calm level that is like, how he says peace that surpasses all understanding.
That's all understanding. Yep.
Yeah.
Because
And
we
and it's
don't
just like,
understand the stuff going on. We don't
yeah,
understand that.
yeah,
But yet there's
and
a piece.
I talked to my cousin, um, let's see, 2 days ago, and she grew up in Pasadena. They grew up in Pasadena, and she just was like, yeah, like the house that we grew up in is gone. The whole neighborhood is gone. And the
Wow.
whole her and then the other house that they moved into after that, after they got a little older or whatever, is gone.
Mm.
And it was like the mom, she said my aunt wanted to stay in that, like it made her sad to have to sell that house. It's because my uncle passed away or whatever. This was years ago. And they were talking to her and she was just like, wow. And they were just like, yeah, you probably wouldn't even be here right now if you would have been in that house right now because of how fast the fires hit those houses.
Wow.
And so she's, alive, great, you know, healthy. And it's just like, whoa. And it's God sees that stuff. Like he already sees it, and the peace part just that stood out yesterday big time for me.
Yeah. It's amazing. It's amazing, man.
Yeah, that's oof, oof, yeah. That's a big one. That's a big
So
one.
that is a huge benefit.
And
So
at a mature age,
you, you want
you
that.
gotta be at this because this affects your health.
Yeah. It's like you want to have that peace in your life,
Yeah,
especially as you start getting older.
yeah,
You don't want to be tripping on everything. Oh my
yeah, yeah. And last year was my year of learning because remember that was my word for last year, and so like learning what it's all about and to walk in that, and then so I enter into 2025 with that already part of my armor,
gosh. Hmm.
you know, and
Yeah.
so I'm really noticing it now.
And you
Yeah.
can notice it. You definitely notice it.
Yes, very much so. Yeah.
All
What's
right.
number
So
two?
number
Number
two,
two.
number two, it kind of piggybacks off of peace
Yeah.
because when you're walking in a place of freedom, you don't deal with no more drama. The drama in life is gone.
Yeah.
It
Does
is
that
the
have to have
beautiful
anything to do with
thing.
menopause?
Nah, you know what? Because I hear so many people complaining and all that stuff with menopause.
Yeah,
They got
that's
plenty of
true.
drama. There's plenty of drama around menopause. And you know what?
I
I
haven't
don't have
had anything.
I don't have that.
Me either.
I don't have it.
That's weird.
It's because
Hmm.
we have peace.
Yeah.
It's because we have peace. I hear so many people complaining about menopause and all this stuff and just all this drama going on all around us. And it's like, I am not affected.
No, I think this has a lot to do with training yourself to let go. You have to let go because you're lit if when you're letting too many people into that inner circle, which your inner circle is very is that what that little tiny circle, the close
It
one.
should be small.
When you have too many people in there that don't belong there, then your life becomes heavy. And
Yeah,
especially as a parent, um, if you have grown kids, this is when you want to really like step back and evaluate, and it's time for them to walk with their own feet because if they're dragging you a lot way into their life, that's
yeah,
not where you're supposed to be. You're supposed to be that balance for them. Like they come to you for the wisdom and the knowledge, not for the, let me lay
not
my head
dragging you in.
dragging you in, and then you're so like overloaded that you can't even be anything for them. So it's a step back for us as
It is.
parents. You have to
It
step
is.
back.
And just, in general, because there is so much negativity that people bring into your life.
Mm,
And when you are able to just look at all that negativity and just say, that's not for me, and
yeah.
just let it go by, because the enemy, for one, is always trying to bring things that are going to distract, anger, stress, just put you off.
Mm-hmm.
And the more that you get in that place to where when that drama starts rolling up, you can just let it roll on by and not get involved,
Yeah.
man, it's a game changer. It is a
Yeah.
game changer.
Yeah. It's a matter of putting it in the right category, especially when they bring it to you, something to you, and you're discussing it or whatever. But can you like discuss it with them and then pull back? Can you do that? A lot of times, a lot of people can't do that. They
Yeah.
have to
It has
be
to do a
like
lot with
involved,
managing your own emotions,
right? And they have
because
to
when
know
people
they have
bring
to
you
know the
stuff,
beginning end
hmm
of it. It's like I don't need to know, uh, you know,
yeah. Because
I
when,
just need
when
to.
people bring you stuff and everybody's so opinionated now,
Mm,
if you don't have that ability to manage your emotions and say, you know what, hey, we do not agree, and I'm okay with that, and be able to walk away,
yeah.
you are going to have a hard time. But if you are one of those people that always has to be right or prove your point, drama is going to follow you everywhere you go. I don't have to prove my point anymore.
Nope.
If you don't see it,
Don't
okay,
care. I don't care.
that's fine.
That's fine. That's good.
I'm
And
not going to
and
argue with you.
you're
I'm
gonna
not going to
get you're gonna
engage.
get you're gonna get the different opinions because they're coming from a different
Yeah, a
time,
different a different place of experience, a different
different
place of
place.
exposure that they've been
Yeah.
exposed to.
Yeah.
And it's like, if you can't sit there and have a understanding that people did not all come from the same place that you came from, you're gonna have a hard way to go.
Or the same like time.
Yeah.
you know we had a meeting yesterday. My daughter had her women inspiring women meeting or whatever,
Mhm.
coffee and conversation. And that was one of the things that came up because it was a matter of the time difference. It was me and maybe five other women are like the same age. And then on that end of the table, there were like my daughter's age, right?
Mhm.
And we were talking about different things like as being wives or whatever, when we were wives, it's the things that were expected, just
Yeah.
normal. And that stuff's
Hmm.
not expected for them anymore because that
No.
ceiling's been broken basically. And it's just like, it's because it's not that somebody didn't tell us or we didn't have the strength or anything like that. It was just, it wasn't part of our time.
Yeah. Well, just like, we didn't have the same kind of marriages that they had in the 50s and 40s and stuff.
Exactly.
We came from a different time as well. So you have to
Yeah.
recognize that
Yeah.
you're not
Yeah.
in the same place. So you
Yeah.
have different experiences that you guys bring to the table, and there is no one right way.
No. And
You
they have
have
to be
to
the way that they
adapt.
are for their future.
Yeah.
For
Yeah.
my
You got to adapt.
future, our time, it wouldn't have worked out because it was just, that was just too out there.
Yeah.
But for them, it's not, because that's the future
This
that
is
you guys are.
normal.
Yeah, that's what you're going into, and recognize on that one too, the drama free. Um, a big thing is pay attention to your audience.
Yeah.
Pay attention to who the heck is in the
Who
room
are you speaking to?
and the experiences that they've gone through. And you're, shut up. It's like, you know what I mean? It's like, dude, this something happened to this person, and you're like, you don't even know. It's like you're not even aware of the audience that's in the room.
Right. Yep.
Yeah, amazing.
And just knowing that not everything is that important.
No, girl. When you let go of that, when you let go of that and you're like, you know what, dude, honestly, it does not affect
Not.
what God has me to do right now. I I can't. I can't add it to my plate if he didn't add it. Right?
Yeah.
I can't do it. I can't do it. It's like I'm already on overload. I can't take on somebody else's life crap or these actors' life crap or like the show or whatever. It's like if it's a show, it's a show. It's
It's not
entertainment.
for me. It's not for me.
It's not, yeah, it's not. Is it happening to my kids? Is it happening to a
I
close
don't
friend?
care what's going on with Will and Jada. I don't care. You know?
Right? I'm like, if they kept their lives out of the media, maybe they'd be okay. But I don't know.
Not for
Are
me.
different things. I can't. But you know what you said? You said the key word. You said distractions.
Yes,
And that
that's
is
what
what
they
the
are.
enemy uses. If he can distract you from what your mission is in
Hmm.
life
Yep.
with the stupid stuff.
Yeah. That doesn't matter to you.
Yep.
That does not pertain to you in any way.
No.
Why am I going
No.
to get upset over stuff that does not pertain to me in any way?
At all. And that comes down to the trust part. We didn't even put that in there. That's just,
Hmm.
you got to make a decision, and that's huge. You either trust the Lord, what He says, or you trust the homeboy and you do what he says. And if you're gonna do whatever on this side or whatever,
Hmm.
you are gonna be spiraling, spiraling, spiraling out of control because that's not a controlled environment.
No.
And it's not an environment that's been already conquered. It's already been conquered over here. And you're just doing a battle that doesn't even need to happen. And it's just like, oh my God, you got to trust some. We got to try it once. Can you one time?
It's crazy.
One, one, and that comes to number three with the confidence.
Yep.
Oh, number three is confidence.
Number three benefit of living in that freedom place is confidence.
Yes.
Confidence. Oh, confidence in yourself, confidence in your ability, confidence in who you are.
Yeah.
I don't care. I don't care what people think anymore. Do I want to do the best that I can do? Absolutely.
Yes.
But, your opinion is not that important. I mean, how can you say it?
I don't
It's just
know. How do you
it's
say
just
it?
it's just not that important.
I think for me, I think it's basically if and I know this sounds like a broken record, but it's real. If he has not told me to do it, or he's telling me how to do every step of what I do,
Hmm.
everything in my life, it's what he's directed. And when I look back, all I see is him, because this is what you told
Yep.
me to do.
If
Whatever
it
the
doesn't match,
results
if it doesn't
are,
match with what you think,
yeah,
I'm sorry, can't help
I
you.
have, he has me here for a purpose. So no matter what, I have to complete the purpose, right? And so I
Yep.
have to be willing to only listen to him when all this is going on all over the world or whatever. That's
All the
not,
voices.
you know, but that's the confidence. That's that God confidence.
Yeah.
You have the
You
his
don't have to fit the
confidence.
mold. You don't have to fit in the mold anymore. It's like, I don't care what the latest fashion is. I don't care
I don't
if
even know this.
everybody's wearing this or everybody's buying I don't care. My
Right?
criteria for what I do is, do I like it?
Yeah.
That's the criteria. You know, if it's not, a popular brand or whatever, I don't care. If I like it, then I like it.
Hey, I ain't here to put people's kids to college. Um,
No, here's the thing, if I like it and it's in my price bracket that I can afford, I'll buy it. I don't care if it's a name brand. I don't care if it's not a name brand. What I care about is, do I like it?
yes. And it does it fit? Does it keep me warm? Does it
Right.
does it serve
Does
its
it
purpose?
does it meet my needs, and do I like it?
Yeah,
That's all that matters.
that's it. Nobody cares.
I'm not living to please people anymore, because that's so is so tiring. It is so tiring. I can tell you, I grew up my entire life trying to disguise the disability that I had, because I wanted to fit in with everybody else. And that was tiring,
Yeah,
because
because it's not true.
everybody else was other stuff.
It's not your truth.
It wasn't me.
No. Yeah, it's gonna be tiring trying to be somebody else.
That you're not.
No.
I posted this quote, I think it was today, because I've been doing a quote of the month. And it said, owning your story can be hard, but running from it your entire life, or but like what is it? But it's even more difficult running from it your entire life.
Oh man,
It's like, when you stop
dude.
and just focus on who you are and what makes you happy and what your purpose and your call is supposed to be, you get confident,
Yeah. It
because
takes it
you're where
takes
you're supposed to be.
yeah. It takes all the burdens off. It takes all the weight off. All
Yeah,
the heavy stuff. That's
because you're actually where you're supposed to be at. You're not
hmm
fitting a circle in a square peg.
right. Yeah.
you're you're actually fitting where you're supposed to be at.
Yeah.
And
That's
that's freedom. That is freedom.
that piece. That is that is freedom.
Don't try to be something you're not.
Yeah. Yeah.
Don't try to match everybody else. Be who you are. Be
Yeah.
who you are. Live where you can live. Drive what you can drive. Wear what you can wear. And stop trying to match everybody else, because all it's going to do is make you broke and unhappy.
Well, it's this. It's be. Why did that do that? That's weird. Okay, my thing's doing something weird. It's be the best you. That's
Yeah.
one thing I noticed too with the when we're talking about the freedom thing and the getting, more mature, I guess, is
Do what you
they
can do
stop.
with what you have.
Yeah, it's like they stop growing. Like, okay, this is all I can do. Like, you're not built to stop growing
No,
ever.
we're
Like
supposed to
ever.
be
Like
always to be growing.
Yeah. And if you think about everything that God's ever made keeps growing.
Yeah, it continues
It
because there's
continues. It has
life
a
in it.
cycle.
Yeah, there's life in it.
Yeah. Every single thing. So you thinking that, okay, I'm 60, 70, 80, 90, whatever the hell it is. It's
So I
like,
gotta shut
no.
down.
It's like, and it's killer because to God, that's like let's say you're 80 or 90 or 80 or whatever. To him, you just became a teenager. Like you're still,
What
he's like,
are you
baby, we
talking
got
about?
more to do. And there's so much more growing to do. You should never, ever, ever stop being curious,
No, as long as
growing.
you're alive, there's always
Yeah, learning from
something
other
new to
people.
learn.
Yeah, learning from other people. When you feel your mind, that's when you know when you're feeling when your mind is at the point where like, well, I don't know, I don't know, I don't know. What? Why don't you know?
Yeah,
It's like
find
you are old enough to know. Why don't you know? Like you got to keep that curiosity going, that curiosity mind going,
yep,
because it's easy to shut that crap off.
it is. And so many people do it.
Yeah, it's shut down. I mean, it's easy to do it because you can just like, oh, it's not in my time and whatever, whatever. But guess
Or
what?
I
God
don't know anything
says,
about that.
yeah, but God says it is your time because you're still here.
Right. As long as you are breathing, it is your time.
It is your time. And this is stuff that you need to know about and that you need to grab onto because he's still using you. He still needs to use you. And it's like, yeah, I see that a
Yeah.
lot.
Yeah.
I
The
see that.
whole, I'm old, I don't have any purpose.
Until you're in the ground, bro, fertilizer, then
You
I don't
got
know what to
stuff
tell
to
you.
be doing. You got stuff to be doing. Which
Yep.
leads us into number 4. When you are walking in freedom, you are having fun.
Yes.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. And I have to talk about this
Talk
for
about it,
the
babe.
matured people out there who seem to believe that once you hit a certain age, don't know what this age is, but once you hit it, downhill.
How though? How did you start going down the hill? You just rolled down? I don't understand.
I had somebody tell me, man, getting old sucks. I'm like, for you? For me? I'm fine. I'm
Oh my
having,
gosh.
I'm having the best time of my life because I don't have any big responsibilities that I have to take care of. My kids are
I'm
grown.
free.
My kids are grown. I don't have to watch out on. It's just
Nope. I don't gotta make
it's the
lunches.
fun time.
I don't gotta give you lunch money.
I don't gotta do nothing.
I don't gotta go to your parent conferences.
I don't have to sit and watch the band practice and watch all the kids who can't play. I don't have to do any of that stuff. And I'm not married anymore. Unfortunately, that saddens me, but I don't have to go watch those stupid Marvel movies. I'm sorry, Marvel, but
Oh.
I don't have to watch them if I don't want to.
Yeah. And you get to be happy at the stuff that you like.
So I want to watch. I'm looking forward to seeing Superman come out again. Okay, this is gonna be good. I love
Yeah.
Gladiator. I love Gladiator too. That was awesome. But all the Wolverines and all that stuff. You know what? I don't really want to watch all of that. I really don't. I watched all that because my husband wanted to watch all that, but I don't even have to do that anymore.
Well, it's coming to the fun part is coming to the conclusion that you don't have to do what you don't want to do.
If I don't want to do it, I don't do it.
Yeah.
And you know what? What I want to do, I can do.
Yeah. Like I was talking to there was a lady at the thing yesterday at the coffee and conversation, and I haven't seen her in a long time, and her and my son, they used to hang out like they're like best friends, bestie, best, right? And so she was saying that she's retired now. She's retired now. And so she, and she's just like, whoa, man, when I retired, like I
Oh,
still get up. She still gets up whatever the time, in the morning or whatever, and does her thing and whatever, whatever. And she's loving it. And but then her husband's retiring. He retired, right? And the way she's talking, she's like, he better get on and figure out what he wants to do and all this stuff or whatever. And I'm like, well, how long has he been retired? 2 weeks. She bouts to kill him. I'm like, let the man be happy.
give him a break.
I mean, he's been working all his stinking life, right?
And
And
he's got
I'm
two
like,
weeks off, and she's ready to get rid of him.
you better get on it, right? I'm like, girl, give the man time. He has a work mentality. Give him at least a year to just,
Let him figure it out.
yeah, and she's been retired. So she's been retired for a little while. And so like she's been traveling and doing her stuff, and everything. And she's as happy as can be. But she this poor man,
She's like, not him, not him.
he has to find the happiness again.
Like he has to discover what the happiness is for him.
Yeah. Yeah. And
Well,
she said it feels good that I don't have to do what I don't
thing.
want to
Yeah,
do.
you can pick and choose what
Yeah.
you want to do. And it's like, you could do that in your 20s. You can do that in your
You
30s.
can't, you got a job.
I mean, you can do what you want to do, though. You can
Right.
choose to
Mhm.
have fun right where you are.
Yeah.
You don't have to be retired to have fun. You
Sure.
don't have to be miserable just because you have to go to work every day. You can have fun
Yeah.
in your everyday life. And that's a lot of people don't do that. They
Yeah.
get into this work mode. I can't do
Well,
anything.
you know what I figured out? I figured this out. And this is
But that
working.
comes with the peace. That comes with the
This,
peace, though. Even when you're working, if you're in a place of peace, you
yeah.
can have fun. You can
Yeah.
have fun.
But you know what I noticed too? I One of the big, huge things of why people aren't how they used to be in the Lucille Ball days, like our parents' time or whatever, is the jobs are putting more responsibility on you than your job requires, than your job title, right?
Absolutely.
So by the time you get home, you're dragging. There's nothing left, you
Yeah.
know. So
But
I
it,
think
it, all,
there
it all
has to
depends
come a
on how
time
much
where
you
you have
felt
to
good that day.
tell them, yeah, that's not in my job description.
Yeah. That
Sorry.
that comes with the confidence.
That comes with
That comes with the
confidence.
no more drama. That comes with the
Yeah.
peace of saying, hey, you know what? I'm equipped to do the job that I'm here to do.
Yeah.
And I'm not going to tolerate anything that's crazy and outside that's
Yeah.
taking me out of my place of peace. And so I can walk in that confidence and say, hey, you know what? No, that's dipping into my time here, and I'm not going to do that.
Yeah. I did that with the last job I had. And I just really had to just like, yeah.
Yeah. People
No.
they'll only do what you allow them to do.
Yeah. Yeah.
And when you just let them pile it on and pile it on and pile, they'll keep piling it on.
They'll keep piling.
They will,
They
because
will.
they're just
I
trying
have
to get their stuff done.
I have another friend that was her thing, and her job title changed, and so she has to uh train that other person that's going to take over the position that she's taking over, and she's moving into a new position, but then she's also deciding to build her own business or whatever. And she just now, I think the girl has been with her at least 2 months, and so she's supposed to be training her and giving over all the stuff to her. And
Hmm.
she didn't even realize that she hadn't done it, that she hadn't really released.
She was still doing everything.
Yeah. And so she finally, something that the girl said or something like triggered it. Like
It's like, wait,
something she said,
what?
what's your New
What?
Year's resolution? She said, maybe let go of some of the work or something like that. And it hit her. And she was like, oh, dang.
Like,
right?
wait a minute.
Like my job is about to change in a month, and
Wait
you
a
don't
minute.
have what you need to be equipped. And it's like she was just holding on to stuff. She was holding on to the routine.
Yeah.
She was
Mm-hmm.
holding on to the routine.
Because
And so she,
there gets to be a comfort in that.
yeah, yeah. And she released it. And after that, she was like, oh my God, I can actually think. I can
Yeah.
actually prepare myself for this other job. I can actually, oh my God. I mean, her whole world just like opened up. And it was like in one day, it just clicked, and it's just,
It's
you
wild.
gotta know, are you working in that routine? Are you gonna close the door and freak them out and like, hell no, I ain't gonna do it. No, don't
It's
say
like
that. Don't say
my
that.
mom and
Be
I were
nice.
talking. My mom and I were talking about Cher, because she's like in her late 70s and she's got this, this boyfriend that's in his late 30s.
Well,
And I'm like, you go, girl.
well.
I'm like, you go, girl.
Oh my
Who
God.
who wrote the rule book that said, again, when you hit this certain age, you gotta just roll over and die.
Well,
You should
they're
have fun.
they're used to the men having these young
Yeah, why not the women?
mamacitas.
Yeah. If you could be 78 and have a 22-year-old girlfriend, why can't a female do it?
It says a lot, though. It says a lot. Says a lot about, unfortunately, men, health wise and
Right?
physically and stuff like that. It says,
I mean, the
but that's
reality
another
is
thing that you can get back
your health.
your health.
I mean, the reality
Part
is
of peace.
as you get older, if you have a younger mentality, if you have a
Mm,
mentality that's fun and free, it's hard to find people in your age bracket that feel the same way.
yeah.
So you have to end up going lower in order to find people who still have a love and a zest for life
Have a love. Yeah.
and want to enjoy life. Sometimes you gotta go younger because you have trouble finding older people who are on that same energy level with you.
Yeah.
So I ain't mad at you.
That reminds me of when you said, I don't know who asked you, and they asked, so like, what medications are you taking? You're like, vitamins.
I'm like, I'm not taking no
I
medications.
don't take medication.
I
I'm
take
just,
vitamin supplements.
yeah. And they were like in shock.
You're not on
Like,
medications?
oh, I thought,
No, no,
no.
no, no.
And that's
And
that's a blessing.
it
That's a
is,
blessing.
but it's like it's purposeful
Yes,
because
that's definite.
people think when they get older that you can't do anything. You still, if you're having issues with your body, with your bones, you need to be in the gym lifting weights.
And you know what? Too, it matters what you eat.
It does, but
When
it's
they
like
say you are what you eat,
it's true.
that's no joke.
But it's like if you got problems with osteoporosis and stuff, the best thing to do for that is to be able to lift weights because that keeps your bones strong. But people
Yeah.
think, oh, I can't lift weights because I'm older. Well, who said?
Oh no, 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 no,
Who
no, 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 no.
said that? And then
Yeah.
you got the people that don't know how to have fun because they're so concerned about how they're gonna look. And it's like,
Who
I'm
is
sorry.
looking at them?
When I hear the beat drop, I gotta go. You know, I gotta dance.
I'm out. I'm out.
I gotta hit the floor. Okay, it's
But
like
Steph, who's looking at them?
if nobody else is dancing, then I guess I just have to be out there by myself.
My question is, these
Who's
people who
watching?
say this, who is looking at you?
Yeah. It's like,
Like,
oh, I don't want them thinking that.
who? The people
One
that
of the
you don't
places,
want their life?
one of the places I love going to is bounce houses.
Is who? What?
I love bounce houses. I love to go to bounce houses.
What's a bounce
Thankfully
house?
now I have a granddaughter that I can go to the
Oh.
bounce houses with. Nobody's gonna look at me crazy when I go in the little ball pit with her. But it's for me. I love it.
You guys should rent a bounce house for her birthday. That's what we do.
Absolutely. They had this little thing called Candytopia that came out here, and it was like all these things that were made from candy, right?
Ooh,
And then they had this area that was like supposed to be this marshmallow pit. And I was there with Sydney and Noah, my kids there
gotta
in the
get in it, dog.
and it's like as soon as we saw it, we all looked at each other and we were like, "Ooh, let's go.
Yes.
Let's get in the pit of marshmallows."
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. You know
And
what?
we're
You
all
know one of
sitting
my
up there
favorite things?
with our phones in the marshmallow pit because it was like, no, this is fun, people. Come on.
I love that. I love that. Oh
It's
man. You
like
know what?
I
I
I don't ever want to stop.
no.
You and I went to Disneyland. First thing we're like, where's Space Mountain?
Where's
Where is
Space
the
Mountain?
is
Oh
it?
my god. Right? And it was cool walking around and it just remembering all the times you've been there.
Yep.
Ooh, we're grown now.
It's like you don't have
Buy
to
stuff in the store.
you don't have to shut down. I mean, we should be having fun.
Yeah.
When you're walking in freedom, you can have fun.
Yes. Yes. It
Real
might
life fun. Take
authentic.
you don't have to take stuff. You don't have to have alcohol on board to lighten up.
No. No. Oh, can you talk about something?
Absolutely.
Can you talk about because you said this tripped you out, like when you went on your first cruise, and you're like, oh my God, there's all these people that are drinking, and you're just like, what do you say? Like the package, there's a package, a drink package,
Yeah.
and it's like, what?
I'm like, ow. I'm not about to pay all that much money for some alcohol. You know what? It's just not. I mean, I think the drink packages are like five something.
Dollars? 500
Yeah. And I'm
dollars.
like, really? Really? I don't know. This is just me. This is just me. But it's like, I'm not paying all that. I'm not
Oh
paying all that.
man.
I'm like, if I got a drink at night, it still wouldn't come out to nowhere near that. But it's like, I do the non-alcoholic package because I don't need it.
Yeah, like
I like
water on
to
rocks.
enjoy a drink. I like to enjoy a margarita or whatever I drink, but usually I just have one.
But were you blown at how many people were like toasted? Like you're
Oh
on
yeah.
this
Well,
beautiful cruise.
you know what the deal is? Because you paid this phenomenal amount of money for this
Uh oh.
package, you feel like you got to use it.
They drank all the $500.
You feel like you got to use every last dollar because you paid all that money. So it's like people are just
Yeah.
walking around sloshed.
Dang, dude, you paid all that money to be on a cruise to enjoy
It's
music
like
and
I want to
people.
enjoy it. I want
And
to
you
enjoy it.
that was amazing when you told me that.
I don't need to have anything on board to have a good time because I'm the good time.
You're the good
I
time.
am the good time. When I walk in the room, the party comes with me. That's the
Does
way
it
it
come
should
with
be.
you?
It's the
You
way
have
it
like a
should
little
be.
party pack right here.
Are the
Let me see.
party.
Party pack.
We are the light of the world. We are the salt of the earth. When you walk in the room, it should lighten up.
Yes.
That's how it is.
Yes.
Man. It should lighten up whenever you come into the room.
Yes.
That's what happens.
Indeed.
That's what happens when you're walking in freedom.
Yep.
You
Yep.
have fun.
And number
Life
five of
is
that, which goes
fun.
with your fun freedom, is the gratitude. Woo!
The gratitude, man. Gratitude. When you are walking in freedom, you're
Man,
grateful. You're grateful for everything.
dude, I
You're
say
grateful
thank
for
you
the
to the
big
Lord.
things. You're grateful for the little things.
Yeah. Do you notice you say thank you like you're all day saying thank you, Jesus?
Oh, thank you. I'm like, if I get up in the morning and it's cold and I'm taking a hot shower, oh, thank you, Lord, for this hot
For the
water. Oh, it
water.
feels so good. Thank you.
Yes. Yes.
I'm thanking him for everything. Like, thank you for this. Thank you for that. Thank you for this. Just thank you.
Yes. That's a good habit to
It
have.
is. It is. And
And
I have a gratitude journal that I write in every morning just so I can remind myself of being thankful, staying thankful.
mhm, yeah, I'm teaching
I'm,
the grandkids
I'm thankful
that
for
too,
everything.
because they don't have a paycheck, but they get stuff.
Yeah. Because,
Like, you need to
when you're thankful, you're a happy person.
be grateful for, yeah, yeah.
People who
Wow.
are grateful are happy people because you're
Wow.
enjoying the life that you have been given
It's funny how
every
that
day.
ping pongs back up to the piece.
It does. It all what is it? The circle of life.
Yeah.
It's the
You
circle
go,
of life.
Simba. You
You
go,
know,
Sim.
when you're walking in peace, you're peaceful. You don't have to deal with drama. You're
Yeah.
confident in who you are. When you're confident, you have fun. When you have fun, you're just so grateful. And that
Yes.
gives you peace. And then you have no drama. And then you're confident. And then you have fun and then you're grateful, which brings you back to more peace. It just keeps going.
It does. It does. And just try it. Just like try it for a week, dudes. Just try it. Just like woo-saw your life, woo-saw that phone, woo-saw all the stuff that's trying to come in, and then just like be. Just be.
Just be. Just be.
Yeah.
And, just tell yourself when you feel, because it's a practice. It is a practice. So
Oh,
when you
yes.
feel it start coming on, just tell yourself it's not that big a deal.
Yeah.
Because in the scheme of life, it isn't.
Right.
It isn't. It's not that big a
It's,
deal.
I'm swiping the stuff up that's coming from you, and I don't even know. And you're right here. I don't know. All your little stuff is popping up, but yeah, it's a mindset. It's a mindset change, and when you start it at first,
It's
it
gonna
takes
be
a minute.
difficult.
It takes a
It's
minute,
gonna be
and
difficult.
then yeah, and then when you get it down,
You're trained to be in this
yeah,
place of distress.
yeah, yeah, you're retraining your mind, and then it'll start jumping on you again in your sleep
Hmm.
because you're not aware of stuff. And that a lot of times when people don't realize, that's when God talks to you a lot, when in your sleep. But if Satan can distract you, that's his thing,
You can't
distract you,
hear.
he will start throwing worry and stuff, and like stuff that you are like can't solve, but you're like, but I got to think of a process of how to get through something. And it's like, the Lord's like, well, I didn't tell you to do all that.
No.
He said, I supply your needs. I will take care of that. You just work on not worrying about it and know I got your back.
Because that's what we're supposed to do is labor to enter into the rest, which
Yeah.
means it's not a simple thing.
No, it means it's hard work. You said labor. Remember when you were in labor?
It's not simple to live a peaceful, worry-free life. You gotta work that thing.
Girl, my me and my daughter, we were at the point, we're like, dude, are we getting to the point where like we want to live in one of those places where it's like just flowers and plants, and it's just like, oh, you don't have to talk for about a week, and it's just like one of those like retreat places where you just like a woosah
Yeah.
retreat, you know, and you eat
We,
like
we
oatmeal
take a
all
little
day.
blue pill, take a little blue pill, and
Yeah, you just kind of, and you just have plants, and
just go
everybody's
around
all happy, and
smelling the herbs.
yes, and we smoked the peyote, and
Yes.
and wait, I was watching no, who was it? Grace and what is it?
Frankie and Grace.
Yes, Frankie and Grace on Netflix, and I started watching that again, and then I'm like, oh my god, I'm turning into Frankie. I said, Mercedes, we're turning into Frankie. It's like we're
It's
like,
like,
yes.
see,
I'm
now,
like, she's just so
I can't,
free and
I
just
can't.
does her thing, and like, oh my gosh, Stephanie. Just give me a house with some paint. Just do paint all day and chill and just, oh my gosh, that's my dream. By the beach, by some water. Can I see the water?
Can I see? Can I smell it?
Yeah, when I walk out, do I smell sea breeze? Something I don't.
Something, something,
And
something.
just and then I could just cook, bake, cook, and paint, and
And sing your little song.
have my grandkids over. We can play Barbies with the Barbies, and
Sing your little song. Yay.
yeah,
It's a beautiful life.
yeah. That's my dream, though. That's the dream. Just to really to
Freedom of
just
freedom of God.
yeah.
Freedom, freedom, freedom.
And like you were saying, there's so much to see. There's so much
There
that God has out
is.
there.
And I want to see it all.
Yeah,
I want to experience it. I want to see stuff. I don't
yeah.
want to sit on my couch and watch Netflix all day and watch
Mhm.
other people live.
Other people. Nope.
I want to be in it.
Yeah. And I
I
like
want
what
to
you
be
did this
in the
year.
mix.
When you do the app, like this is what Steph did. So she wrote down all her different kind of goals. And then with the goal, like it has the name of the goal on the top. And then under that, she wrote like an affirmation speaking God's word about that goal into her life. And yes, I'm going to borrow about half of those. Um, I'm going to type them up and just like, and affirmations aren't for God.
Right?
Affirmations are
It's
for
you.
you,
Hmm.
right?
And
So,
he also told me to write down why I wanted it.
yeah,
And so, okay, what is this doing for you? What's the purpose? It's not just like, oh, I want a beach house, no, or
no,
whatever, you know.
right?
What do you want it to be about?
Mhm.
Why do you want it in your life?
Yeah. Me, it's family. I mean, when I see
Why
that,
do I
because
want
that's a
to why
huge
do I want
dream.
a dude? Because I'm not meant to be alone.
Yeah. Can
I'm
you
meant
read
to
one of
be
your
with
things?
people.
We have time.
Do we have
Do you still have?
time?
Yeah.
Oh, I know one of them was for my business because
Yeah.
we had like a certain amount of students that we want to see come in this year. And so I wrote down that Elevate Martial Arts is here for the purpose of giving kids a place to grow, a place to gain character, a place to have a, a place of belonging so they never feel like they're alone, and we
Mm,
provide that for them. So that is why we want this number, because I want as many kids as possible to grow and know who they are and know that they belong somewhere.
I like that. Read the one that's for us for the beach house.
Oh, for the beach house?
Yeah, you have one.
No,
You
I
wrote it
know.
down on the paper. Look,
I
where's the
know. I'm
paper?
like, where's the book? Where's the book? Where's the book? Let me see. Where's the
It's
book?
the
Where's the
big
book?
thick book that you just. You're going to get the book. It's in your bedroom, probably.
I don't know where I put it. Let me see.
You know you put the book.
See.
When was the last time you wrote in the book?
I You had me answering things that I don't know.
Oh
I was
my
not prepared.
goodness.
I was not prepared for
I
this.
would read it, but we are on the phone talking to each other right now. And so it's on my
Like, where did I
phone.
put the dang book? Where did I put the dang book? Hold on a second.
Oh, this is not good. You're supposed to know where the book is.
Well, I had the dang book. I kept it in.
Anybody can do a podcast, people. No.
She's causing me to go through this place.
That's
This,
okay. I want to talk about my necklace. So my necklace it has a mustard seed inside of here. My daughter gave me this
oh,
yesterday.
man, I found it. I found it.
Wait,
I
I'm
found it.
talking about my necklace.
Talking
It
about
has
her
a
necklace.
mustard. See the mustard seed in there?
Oh,
The
mustard
faith
seed.
of a mustard seed. Look how tiny that is. That's how much faith the Lord requires. And smaller than this now, because that's
That's
like the
not a
only
whole
thing
lot.
he could
That's not a
find.
whole.
Yeah.
You don't need a whole lot.
Mustard.
You just need a little bit. You
Need a
just need a,
smidgen.
Just need a
of a
little bit.
ninja.
Okay, the podcast. Let's
Yeah.
see. Let's see. The podcast. This is why we want to. Oh wait, no, that's that. That's not it. Okay, the podcast. Monique and I want to share our experiences and our stories to help other women become empowered, uh, recognize their self-worth and value, and help women know that they are not alone by supporting a by having a supportive, encouraging community.
Yes.
Yeah, that's the purpose for the beach house. We want to share what we have learned over these years so that nobody has to feel like they don't know what's happening and they're by themselves. You're not by yourself.
You're not.
You got us. You got
I
us.
hope that's okay.
Hey, we're cool people.
Oh God. Yes. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. And thank you for your support. Thank you
We
for
love
your
you.
support and your little clicking on the little bell. Ding, ding,
The little bell thingy.
ding,
It's
over
like,
there.
we want the beach house community to grow because it's a place where everybody fits.
Yeah. Hey, and remember
Everybody fits.
too that we keep forgetting we're not just on YouTube, we're also on Spotify. So let's say
Right.
you're driving and you can't watch, you could just listen to us on Spotify. It'll be the same. That's her driving.
That's
That's
me
some
driving.
scary. That's scary right there. I can't wait to record you in your electric car going by itself day.
When I'm
That's
just
gonna happen one day,
when
and
I'm just
I'm
like
gonna videotape it.
this.
Yeah,
I think I might just want to have my driver Joffrey though.
but
I
no,
don't know. They'll get the
no.
kinks out. They'll get the kinks out of it one day,
Well,
and it'll be
yeah,
good.
they're supposed to
It'll be
get the
good.
kinks out.
Yeah, it'll
Yeah,
be good.
I think you should just get in one and go around the mall or something.
Might as well. Why not?
Like, just test it.
Why the heck not? You know,
Why not?
because it's fun. So why not?
Yes,
Why not? If
I'll even ride in the passenger
there's
seat.
some fun to be had, you know who's gonna be in it? Me. I am going to be in the fun.
In the fun,
Yes,
yes.
ma'am. Yes,
Hey,
ma'am.
this has been a great little podcast freedom because this is something, please, people, this is real because this affects your future, and it affects the people who God has you come in contact with. So even grandkids, like if you have like kind of dropped off the planet, come back on in because you got
Back on the planet.
grandkids that need your wisdom, your knowledge, the
They
conversations that
need
you
to be
have.
understanding. Okay,
Yeah.
they don't, this goes back to we're not talking about the fake freedom where I'm, I'm 65, so I can say what I feel like saying. Nobody wants to hear that.
Nobody, nobody wants to hear
Nobody
the
wants to
boo
hear that.
boo.
Nobody wants to hear what you think. No.
No, we want to hear what you think, but not.
Not if it's gonna put people down and,
Yeah.
be one-sided and not open to anything that they are going through. No. Save it.
Just keep it.
Nobody wants to hear that.
Lock it up. Throw it.
They want to hear somebody who can share some experiences, who can say, "Hey, I understand where you're coming from.
Yeah.
I may not have known that kind of situation, but I certainly understand what it is to be your age and to not know what to do. But let me tell you, you are going to make it through because I made it through."
Yeah. And they need that because the world is too crazy right now where
Mhm.
it's uncertain. There's so much uncertainty and everything to know that these kids or like your grandkids or whoever you influence, that they're going to make it through and
Yeah,
it's going to be
it's
okay. And
it's gonna
you
be
got them.
okay.
Yeah.
what
And they
they
can
need to
come to
hear.
you. They can come to you and
They can
talk to
tell you
you.
anything. Let them come to you and tell you
Yeah,
anything.
don't judge. Just
No,
let them talk. Let them, yeah,
people have to be able to talk. People have to be able to express themselves more than ever before without the judgment.
yeah,
That
for
is
sure.
so important. That is so important. Man,
Yes, very
I've
much.
gotten to the place right now that was like, I had to cut some people off because it's like if I can't tell you how I truly feel, then you don't have a place in my life. If I have to censor what I say around you, then you're not somebody that needs to be in my circle.
Yeah. And this is the thing. You're not saying anything funky or mean.
No,
You're just talking normalness. I
yeah,
guess is that a
I'm just
word? Normalness? No.
telling you what I'm just telling you what I'm feeling, and if I can't tell you what I'm feeling because that messes with your religiosity or whatever it is that you deal with, then you don't need to be in my circle.
Yeah.
Because if I can't be able to speak openly and freely, then we don't really have anything.
Yeah.
So
And
when
that's what the youth need also.
so when they come to you, you have to be able to allow them to speak openly and truthfully the way that they feel, not the way that you think they should feel, but how they actually do feel, and
Yeah.
teach them from that place.
Because it will blow your mind because the stuff that they've gone through has been in their childhood. The stuff that we've gone through like lately is in our adulthood.
Yeah,
This is their
they're
childhood.
having to do this as a kid.
Yeah. Where you can't escape it. Like
Mm-mm,
if you're in a home where the parents are fighting or something like that, they can't escape that.
mm-mm.
That is their reality.
That's the reality.
Yeah,
So
and
they need to
so
be able to tell you how they feel.
yes. Yeah, because it'll just come back in their health, it'll come back in their schooling, it'll come back in so many other areas that
Yeah,
could
and
it could have got
that's why
handled.
you see so many kids with anxiety issues now because they've
Yes.
got all the stuff pent up inside because they don't have anybody that they can talk to
No.
because
No.
they're too concerned that they're going to get judged.
Yeah.
We don't have time for that anymore. We don't have
No.
time for that. There are
Life's
people who are
too
hurting.
short. Life's too
People are
short.
hurting. People are in need, and they need somebody who will hear them.
Yipper.
So, yeah, that's the people that we about to be.
Yes. And I just
That
wanted to say, Steph and our prayers are going out to all these people that are dealing with these fires in California,
so much
um,
loss.
losing their homes. These are homes that have been there for forever. I mean, somebody lost a $10 million home. Dude, I can't even. And they pulled out as far as insurance companies have been pulling out. So these people have
Hmm.
no insurance because companies are like, you're in a fire zone or whatever. We aren't even going to let you insure your house or whatever.
Just dealing with a bunch of greed,
Yeah,
giving up
exactly.
at the last minute.
Yeah. So I just want them to know that we're in prayer for you guys. And
And
hey,
not a surprise to the Lord. He already knew things were going to go down this way. So that means he already has an answer.
he has it. He has it. And your weather's good now, right? Because you guys are tripping.
Yeah, we had some snow and stuff, but it's all good now.
Yeah, all right. All right.
All good now. Stuff is crazy. It's going on all around us. But
Yeah.
you know what? We ain't done yet. We ain't
Yep.
done yet. So
And hey, guess what?
keep your head up.
God's the same yesterday, today, and tomorrow.
That's right. So keep your head up no matter what is going on.
Yes. And join us again.
We love you. Hit
Join us
that
again.
subscribe button, hit that like, thumbs up, and hey, share it with somebody. Share it with
Yes.
somebody that you know needs to hear some positive words
Yes.
because we're going to give them that.
Yep.
We're going to give them some
Well, thank you. It
positivity.
was nice seeing you, Steph.
It's nice seeing you, Mo.
It's dark outside now, so
Oh,
I have to go.
it is dark. But we love
Oh,
you guys, and we will see you next time on the
on the
beach.
beach house.